Okay, if we're talking about film, are you okay with telling the story of what happened with your character on Shadowhunters?
Oh, yes.
Because it's very funny.
Before I forget, I think I was thinking about why baseball doesn't sting as much.
Oh, yeah,
And it's because I didn't fail. The injury was an
Ah.
easy out, basically, is how I look at it now, is I didn't fail. I still, that's what I meant when I had lots of potential ahead. Like I ended with potential.
Right.
So it felt like a failure
Of course.
the time. But the way I look at it now is it wasn't, I didn't fail.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go through, I went through a bunch of pain literally and emotionally that I didn't get to go down that road, but I didn't have to feel the pain of failing at it.
Yes. Well, and that's a very important journey, and that takes time. That's not a quick transition.
For what?
To come to that realization as you know, it takes many years. I went through that,
and I just started having baseball dreams.
Oh, that's beautiful,
again.
Man.
Yeah, I was so happy. Oh man, I hadn't dreamt about playing baseball in like 10 years.
You should go back to playing it a little bit. Like,
yeah, it was just, I think it was the discussion around summer softball leagues.
Yeah,
this year. I had a bunch of friends that were playing, but
you'll be so glad you did.
Yeah,
as if you're gonna go play and then feel, oh, fuck, I wish I hadn't done that. Oh, come on, you're gonna have a great time. Yeah, burn those calves a little more.
Burn them.
You can wear your lady socks there.
Totally pro. Yeah.
I don't. You know, it's funny because I only joke about the reason I say
you
lady
try
socks.
These socks out.
No, it's because I used to take my mom's socks like that all the time when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
I had to do my own laundry.
Yeah, man.
So I would always take my mom's socks.
All the time. They're so thin.
And she always had ones like that. And I distinctly remember one time. People listening can't see me mime this, but I would always go steal her socks right before I had to go to school because I'd always forget to do my laundry, and she wouldn't do it for me. And I remember being in her bedroom one time putting on socks. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm coming. We're getting in the car. I'm putting on socks, and they keep going on.
No, you got.
And they keep
nylons?
going on, and they were nylons, and I remember just going, oh,
what have I done?
And then I was like, these legs look fabulous.
That's good.
Yeah, you got to go back. You got to go back to playing baseball.
Yeah,
I recently just started listening to the music that I loved again, and I'm okay with it. And I realized, like, oh, I'm going to do that with this podcast. I'm going to have musicians on, and we're going to listen to this stuff, and we're going to enjoy it, and we're going to talk about it.
Great.
And you can still enjoy something without doing it.
It's hard to remove the emotional attachment you had to it as part of it.
But that's adulthood. In the same way, you can be friends with somebody you were once lovers with.
That's hard. But
it is hard, but that's real life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's maturity.
That
is putting aside your own bullshit. You hurt my feelings. To go, you know what? Life's still going on. I don't want to be miserable the rest of my life.
Right.
I want to be nice to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, I had that I had a terrible day the other day. I won't get into why. One of the worst days of my life.
Oh shit, man.
Absolutely terrible. That's fine. I wanted to pout. I wanted to be upset. I wanted to reach out to all my friends. Fuck, life's so bad. No. I gave a homeless guy $200. I said to him, like,
on purpose?
No, I just dropped it and he picked it up and ran away.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, no, on purpose.
Okay.
Because I looked, I was like, and I said to him, I was like,
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is a lot of money.
Okay.
I don't care. I've got some money. I don't
Great.
care. I just said, if I can't have a bad day, at least somebody can. Or at least somebody, if I can't have a good day, at least somebody can. And that's reality. Like we were talking about the other day. If you're beating yourself up, you have energy to give it to somebody else.
Right.
Give it to somebody else. Make somebody else's day better. Who cares?
Right.
It's not always going to go great for you. But in the same way, like, yeah, your ex-girlfriend or whatever hurts your feelings, try to become friends with them. You'll
give it some space.
Oh, not right away. You cheat on somebody, then dump them. And they're like, hey, I think we should hang out. No. But with time, in the same way, I always think it's worth, anytime you might have hurt somebody's feelings in the past, anytime you've injured them, said something
maybe
bad,
they won't want to talk to you.
Doesn't matter.
Nope.
Doesn't matter.
No.
You should always try when the time is right.
If they don't want to talk to you,
or you don't force it on them.
You did some shit to them.
But you also
don't get to
prostrate yourself at their feet and you say, like, you offer your neck is head. Okay, I'm sorry, I wronged you. I don't know if you want to hear it, but I shouldn't have done that. And you need to know that I shouldn't have done it. And this isn't for me to feel better.
Right. It's you apologizing.
This is me recognizing that I did wrong to you.
That's great. And but not, I think it's good to apologize, and it's good to like, hey, I, several years ago or whatever, however long it's been, I realized that I did this and I hurt you and I'm sorry. But I think that is not always going to lead to we can be friends again now.
No.
And nor should that be the expectation.
No, I didn't do that. No, but when you do that, here's the difference, though. When you apologize for something, it's not to get back what you once had or to do it to your advantage. It's that you say to them, I need you to know that I know I was wrong and that I know I hurt you. Because in most cases, that's why the person is still upset. They want you to know how bad you've hurt them. They need you to recognize that pain. And I think it's very important to acknowledge that. And a lot of people don't do that. They apologize to somebody or they admit to something to make themselves feel better. That's what they always say about cheating. When you admit to cheating, you're relieving yourself of the burden of your own guilt. Right. And that is so selfish because to relieve yourself of that burden, you choose to hurt somebody else.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
This is hurting me to hold
terrible.
on to it. You can hold on to it.
And that is how
not great.
Sin or wrongdoing works is no, you get to carry that forever, fuckface. That's yours.
Right.
You don't get to dump that on somebody else. It's still on you forever. And the reality is if you then tell them, it's like, guess what? Now you got it twofold, fuckface. Not only do you feel bad about cheating, but you also just hurt them by telling them. You're double dick.
Right. But okay, they should know.
No.
They shouldn't know?
I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, look, if you're cheating on somebody, you probably shouldn't be together anymore. And chances are you should have broken up earlier. And because you put it off, that's why you're cheating on them. Because that self-destructive part of you is like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Get out of here. I need a reason. Yeah.
I have a funny story about that way I will not tell on the podcast.
No.
Not about cheating.
Okay.
But, okay. Shadowhunters story.
Yes, Shadowhunters.
I want to get back to this. So Ben was on a show called Shadowhunters.
Yeah, it's canceled now.
I
mean, hopefully it gets picked up, but
okay.
Still
now, give me the whole thing because I really like the story, and I know it's hurtful, but it's funny, man. It's a great story.
Is this about my voice?
Yes.
Oh,
come on! It's
so they don't use my voice for my character.
Okay, so who are you playing? You're playing.
I play Ethereal.
Okay.
He's one of the angels on the show. Sort of Clary, the main girl, Clary, sort of Clary's father figure, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I auditioned for the part. It was a self tape, which means that.
Oh, you got it off a self tape.
Yeah, I booked half the stuff I've done off.
I've never booked anything off self tape.
Yeah, I love self tape, man. Yeah, so I did up this self tape to play an angel. And it was like a 4-line self-tape. Self-tape just means that you film the audition at home on your own camera with, one of your friends reading the opposite lines in the scene with you.
Pants optional.
Yeah, pants optional depending on framing, whatever.
It's good. Good way to feel on edge.
Or on edge. Yeah.
Just dick out. Sorry, I'm sorry, folks. Keep going. So you filmed on a self-tape.
I offered to do self-tapes with you before. I don't know about this now.
It's kind of it's my process.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Keep going. So you're playing Ethereal, this angel.
Yeah, so I get cast as this angel. I'm like, great.
Boom.
We come in.
Life's gonna be different now.
Life's gonna be different. This is it. It was a 1-episode principal character. So I think principal is like. You've got one or two scenes that you're speaking in.
There's no number behind your character's name.
Yeah.
Angel 2.
No, I was young Ethereal the first time because they had established the character as this really old dude. Oh, that's right. That's what the voice thing. So they established this character earlier on as this old angel who had the life sucked out of him.
Been there.
And then they released him. He went back up to heaven. So I show up as this young angel, and my first line it's like one of my first lines is basically like, do you recognize me? And so we do the whole thing. I'm in short sleeves. I'm in a long like tunic. It's minus 40 degrees out. I'm shivering.
Canada in the winter.
The only way I can't talk like this is if I don't put a coat on.
Right.
For a long period of time and like give myself like borderline hypothermia so my body's not recognizing the cold anymore. So I can just speak to her. Because this is my first like TV thing. I'm very cold and very nervous.
Of course.
Thankfully it's only one scene, but we do it. The director wasn't fully, I don't think he was very happy with it. He's like a TV veteran. He's like one of those guys that just has a lot of technique and he knows what works.
He knows how to do it.
And he knows exactly the audience that we're playing to, and he's very effective at what he does. And he just wasn't super happy with the way I was saying the lines.
You just couldn't do it the way I wanted.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm really sorry, man. It's -40, and all I'm thinking about is saying the right words and not shivering.
Yeah, and not closing your eyes and going, shit, fuck.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that because I don't want to make excuses, and I'm trying my best here.
Confidence.
Oh God, faking confidence is the worst thing ever.
It's terrible.
So hard. So we finish the scene, done episode. I'm wrapped. A couple months later, the episode comes out. I start getting text messages from friends of mine that watch the show being like, holy smokes, like what kind of voice stuff did you learn in school? Like you totally shifted. You don't even sound the same. Like amazing accent work. And I was like, thanks so much. I haven't seen the episode yet, but I'm really glad you're liking it. And then I start, after the second message, there was a little twinge of fear.
Wait a minute.
I was like, I wasn't putting an accent on. I wonder what's happening. And then I was like, oh no, what have they done? Because we also had an ADR session, which is a additional dialogue recording. Yeah. Basically, if like your mic is poor quality in a sound booth, you re-record your dialogue so everything's nice and crisp. That we had a session booked like a couple weeks after filming, and then it got canceled. And I was like, oh, I guess maybe they found the tracks that sounded good. Okay. No, what they did was they brought in another actor who I've tried to find. There's no IMDb credit. There's no credit on the episodes. I don't know who this guy is. I think maybe he voiced the old Angel when he first appeared, but Shadowhunters just didn't like my voice, didn't think my voice suited my face. And yeah, so I watched this episode and I can't use it in my demo reel or anything because it's not
It's just this old man's voice over.
Yeah.
So you're basically like a puppet. You're a mime up there lip syncing.
A flesh puppet.
Oh God! You're a shirtless angel flesh puppet.
I have a shirt on.
I'm a real actor,
flesh
Mom.
Puppet is not the right word for that.